Every single day, millions of people open their refrigerator, grab last night's leftovers, toss them into the microwave, and think they're making a smart choice. It's quick, it's convenient, and it seems completely harmless. But what if one of the healthiest foods in your kitchen could slowly become one of the most dangerous, simply because you reheated it? Most people worry about spoiled food or food poisoning. Very few realize that some foods begin changing at the molecular level after they've been cooked, stored, and heated again. These changes are invisible. You can't smell them, you can't taste them. Yet researchers have spent decades studying how they affect the human body. According to published medical research, diet is one of the biggest preventable factors linked to cancer worldwide. While people often focus on sugar, processed snacks, or fast food, they rarely consider what repeated heating can do to everyday meals sitting in their refrigerator. Today, I'm going to reveal 4 foods that millions of people reheat every single week without thinking twice. The fourth one shocked even many health-conscious people because it's commonly considered one of the healthiest foods you can eat. Stay until the end, because avoiding one simple mistake could significantly reduce your long-term exposure to harmful compounds that build up over time. Before we begin, let me make one thing clear. This isn't about creating fear. It's about understanding what modern food science has discovered and using that knowledge to make smarter choices for yourself and your family. Cancer doesn't appear overnight. In many cases, it develops through years of repeated exposure to substances that damage cells, increase inflammation, and interfere with DNA repair. Scientists have identified several chemical reactions that can happen when certain cooked foods are stored and reheated. Some produce oxidized fats. Others create compounds that have been associated with DNA damage or increased cancer risk in laboratory and population studies. Most people have never heard about these reactions. That's exactly why this information matters. Let's start with the food almost everyone has reheated at least once: rice. At first glance, rice seems completely harmless. It's one of the most consumed foods on Earth. Billions of people eat it every single day, and reheating leftover rice has become a normal habit in households across the world. But here's what most people don't know. The biggest danger doesn't actually begin when you reheat the rice. It begins long before that. Raw rice naturally contains bacteria called Bacillus cereus. Even after cooking, some of these bacteria can survive. If cooked rice is left sitting out for too long before refrigeration, the bacteria can multiply and produce toxins. Here's the frightening part. Reheating the rice may kill the bacteria, but it doesn't destroy the toxins they've already produced. Those toxins are heat resistant, meaning they can survive both the microwave and the stovetop before entering your digestive system. And that's only part of the problem. Researchers have also found that repeatedly heating starchy foods like rice can increase the formation of acrylamide, a chemical created when natural sugars react with certain amino acids under high heat. This compound has attracted worldwide attention because international health organizations classify it as a probable human carcinogen based on available evidence. Now, this doesn't mean eating reheated rice once will give you cancer. That's not how cancer works. The concern is repeated exposure over many years. Small amounts repeated thousands of times can become part of a much larger picture. Fortunately, avoiding the risk is surprisingly simple. If you cook rice, cool it as quickly as possible, refrigerate it within an hour, eat it within 24 hours whenever possible, and never reheat it more than once. Most people have no idea this recommendation even exists. And if rice surprised you, the next food is even more unexpected, because it's probably sitting inside nearly every healthy meal prep container in America. Chicken.